Need to fetch top dollar because the stallion good enough to upgrade the quality of our herd. Won't come cheap. Count on it, Bob.
How the holster needs those horses so bad, we ought to be able to squeeze a little extra out of them.
Pa, take me with you.
It's a 3-day trip, little Joe. It's too tough a ride. You steer clear of any trouble while I'm gone, you hear?
Have no fears, Ben. I will over them.
Thank you, Carlos.
You take care of yourself, Pa.
Sure will. I'm relying on you, Adam. Go on.
Bye, Pa.
I just don't get it. Last week, Mr. Holstrom said he wanted 6 horses immediately. What do you think made him change his mind?
Somebody must have beat us to it.
Well, he's not the man I thought he was.
Sure dumped us in a real fix.
Sure has. I promise.
I wish I would have taken that job mucking stalls for Big Dan.
I wished I would have helped Senor Nava with the branding.
And I wish I hadn't told Pa that sale was a sure thing.
He's gonna be real disappointed when he comes back from that horse auction.
Adam, look. Looks like a wash show.
And the other one looked like some kind of renegade.
What do you think the fight was about?
I don't know. But I bet the renegade was trying to grab this. Looks like some kind of a map.
It leads to something here.
Gold. Hey, what's this?
Looks like some kind of a carved Indian girl. We should probably take it with us. That way people will know we're friendly.
Or they may think that we killed him and stole the map.
But then why would we take that or the treasure back?
True.
Hold it. You're saying we're going after the gold?
We have to. You heard me promise Pa.
And what makes you think his tribe will share it with us?
A reward?
Possible.
Guess it's worth a try.
Adam.
You mean to say that fella just died right in front of you?
Yep. And the other one, he just vamoosed.
What do you think they were fighting about?
Oh, they're fighting for the...
For the what?
Oh, who knows what they're fighting for? Maybe a deer.
A deer. Why didn't you bring it home?
Because it wouldn't have been ours to bring home. And speaking of bringing things home, we're thinking of going hunting tomorrow. I'm saying, maybe camp out for a day or two.
Yeah. Don't tell me what kind of deer we could find if we stay out long enough.
Venison would be nice change from squirrel.
I say we take this river down here.
Yes, but what river is that?
Well, that's a good question.
What are these things?
I don't know, caves maybe.
Ain't there caves up by Pyramid Pond?
Yeah, there are. So this is probably the Truckee River then, right, Carlos?
Right.
Hey, you're supposed to be in bed.
What are you doing spying on us?
Because I knew you were up to something. And it turns out I'm right. Genuine treasure man. You ain't going hunting for deer tomorrow, are you?
No, we're not.
Now look here. You can't tell nobody about this till we get back.
Of course I won't. Because I'm coming with you.
No.
Sorry, little Joe, you can't.
Why not?
Because it could be dangerous. Very dangerous. And I promise your pa no harm would come to you.
Dangerous. We camp out all the time.
We're looking for something someone thinks is worth killing for.
Listen, we'll tell you all about it when we get back. How about that?
But you gotta promise not to tell anyone until then.
I ain't promising nothing. Unless I get to go with you.
All right, fine. None of us are going then.
I was gonna be real disappointed when he can't pay for that stallion.
All right, I promise.
Now you got a big job here. That's a big secret to keep. Because if anybody else finds out about it, they could beat us to the treasure.
Yeah.
Anybody asks, you tell them we're going deer hunting, all right?
And go to bed this time.
Be in one of their trying out new recipe moods.
These would only slow us down even more.
Tess! Isabella!
Morning, Hoss. Going somewhere?
Hunting.
What brings you here to the Ponderosa?
Tess and I made churros. We thought you might like some.
Oh, well, that's awful sweet of you both. But we're kind of in a hurry. Mind if we take them with us?
Yeah, we mind. Hoss Cartwright, we just spent 2 hours cooking these things and an age riding them here. And you can't spend 5 minutes tasting them? Well, if they are too busy to share their time with us, we are certainly too busy to share our churros with them. Come on, Isabella. I bet little Joe will like them.
Doggone. I love churros.
Not going hunting, little Joe?
Nope.
Why are you not?
Cause
Why?
they say it's too dangerous.
Oh, you have been hunting before, yes?
Oh, yeah, lots of times.
But now it's too dangerous?
Oh, well,
What's really going on?
I don't know. Honest.
I think you do. Tell you what, little Joe. This basket is loaded with fresh-made churros. They're yours if you tell us what's really going on. How long are you going to be gone?
A couple days, maybe.
You'll get lost, will you, Hoss?
Me? No way. I could have been a scout.
Hey, give that back.
No.
Hey, give me that. Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Now look what you did.
So this is the famous treasure map.
Sold out for a mess of churros.
We want to come too.
Not a chance.
Impossible.
But why?
Because somebody could get hurt.
We've been in the woods before.
This is different.
Really? Explain, if you please.
Enough, Isabella. I forbid you to go.
Really?
Isabelita, if we bring you and Tess along, it will only slow us down.
But why is going fast so important?
Because there could be other treasure hunters. A renegade Paiute for one.
We shouldn't waste time arguing. Let's ride.
Not a chance.
Very well, then. Let's see how far you get with half a map.
If you do not find deer, look for duck or pheasant. But please, no more squirrel.
We'll do our best.
So will we. We'll bring something decent for the pot.
Girls hunt too?
Any reason why we shouldn't?
No, but girls need guns. One moment.
See, wasting more precious time.
Bring blankets too.
Thank you.
Happy hunting.
And respiratory patients.
Yep. We're lost, all right.
Some scout you'd made.
I ain't got the map.
Scouts don't need maps. They go by instinct.
Yeah? Well,
Carlos, I thought you knew how to read a map.
Adam said to come this way.
Now look, those must be the two trees.
And those are the 3 rocks.
So where's the path in between them?
Perhaps the map is upside down.
This map's upside down and those trees are growing upside down.
over here. Look, it's a trail.
Excellent horse. Sharp eyes.
Yeah, great work, Hoss, but isn't that poison ivy?
Where?
Right there, you're standing in it.
Somebody warn me. Come on.
Don't scratch.
Can't help it.
It'll only make it worse.
That ain't possible.
Isabella, fetch some water.
We're going to sleep here.
As soon as we settled in and eaten.
But are there not snakes?
Yeah. Heat from the fire will probably bring him out.
Don't worry, Isabella. I'll protect you.
I will protect you. You sleep here near me.
our saddlebags.
No doubt searching for the map. Now you see how dangerous this is, Isabella. That man is a killer. He could have slit your throat. You must go home.
I'm not going home.
Isabella. And why did you not shoot him, Hoss?
I can't shoot a man in cold blood just for snooping.
Well, you scared the daylights out of him, that's for sure. I don't think I'll be coming back anytime soon.
Well, what happens now? I'd say we go and get the horses.
Yeah. Hoss scared the daylight out of them as well.
Let's break camp, pick up some lost time. Carlos and I'll get the horses.
I'll look after the ladies.
Hoss, I have heard that poison ivy can be relieved with mud. We'll go to the river and get some for you.
Thanks.
What took you so long?
What happened?
This is the way you take care of the ladies.
I had a set to with some bees.
Can we please put this map together and get on with this? Telling you, it stops here.
But that is impossible. There isn't a cave anywhere near this clearing.
We've been over every inch of it. This is the only place it could be.
Well, maybe this piece of deerskin isn't a map after all.
Yeah, maybe it's some kind of game or something.
Surely not a practical joke.
Nobody kills for a practical joke, Carlos.
Well, how about that fancy stallion? He's just gonna have to take it right back.
It doesn't work like that, Hoss. A deal is a deal. If he doesn't pay for them, there's gonna be big trouble.
Hey, it's not my fault we got in this fix.
It wasn't me that saw that Indian.
No, But if we had not gone to Senor Hostrum's ranch, none of this would have happened.
What does that have to do with anything?
You said he was gonna buy the horses.
He said he was.
It's not my fault we went there. I saw them Indians fighting on the way home.
You're the one who's supposed to know everything about Indians. You said that this was a map.
Oh, so now you're saying that I'm responsible for this wild goat chase?
Wild goose chase.
You stay out of this. We did not invite you to come.
Yeah, in fact, we told you not to.
We only came because you wouldn't try out churros.
I could do for some churros right now. Whoa!
Hoss!
Tuesday. You all right, Hoss?
Yeah? But I still itch.
We'll have you out of there in no time.
Adam, excuse me, but surely that must be the cave marked on the map.
Yeah, shouldn't we all be going down there?
That's what I meant.
Of course. Dark down here.
Paintings are beautiful.
Yes, they are.
This must have been a lodge a long time ago.
What do you think happened to the folks who lived here?
When the white man arrived, the smallest illness could have wiped out a whole tribe.
Like the grip?
Or the measles. Carlos is right.
That's awfully sad.
Ow! Oh, dang hot!
Sorry.
Oh, too hard moving in a group like this. Especially when they got such big feet. We should split up.
I do not think so.
No, Tess is right. It would speed up the search for gold.
What if you get lost?
Worry about yourselves. We can take care of ourselves just fine.
All right, well, if you find anything, yell. We'll do the same.
See you in a while.
Wait. We should probably leave the guns here. That way nobody gets shot by mistake.
Okay.
Hey, finders keepers.
Hey! I thought we were in this together.
These paintings must be hundreds, thousands of years old.
That's incredible. Looks like they tell some kind of story.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
No.
Where is this gold?
Let's try down here.
What do you mean down here?
Let's go this way.
I'm about ready to give up. I am glad to hear that.
Why's that?
Because my torch has just gone out.
Over here. Let me relight it.
Oh, perfect. Oh, now what do we do?
What do you think?
Which way should we go?
I don't know. I think we're lost.
No, we're not. Let's go this way.
What was that?
Nothing?
It's the girls.
This way.
Over here! You obviously can't hear that. Down here!
Where's it coming from?
Can't tell. It sounds bouncing off the rocks. I can't put a hold on it because of the echo.
All over. I think it's coming from this direction.
Yeah, from over here.
Down here!
Ah. Dumb, huh?
Are you two all right?
We are fine. Yeah, just a misstep.
Oh, not so fast.
What are you waiting for?
They wanted to take the whole treasure for themselves, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Hoss, please throw us a rope.
Why should we? After all, finders keepers, right?
Adam, I do not like this joke.
Please, Adam.
All right, we'll rescue you. On one condition. You give us your cut of the treasure.
Forget it.
Adam's gonna need it all so Pa can pay for the stallion.
Well, how do you know these?
All right. We'll come back for you after we found it. Come on, guys.
All right. You win.
Here, grab the rope.
Watch it slippery. Be careful.
Watch your step, lady. Don't fall now.
That was a dirty trick. And I thought you were a gentleman.
Girls, it will be a great difficult to determine whose greed has been the worst. I, for one, am ready to abandon this food.
There's nothing here but corn.
Oh, heap of it.
Maybe you were right, Carlos. Maybe it's just a joke.
Well, corn is a treasure to the Indians. In a harsh winter, it could mean the difference between life and death.
But why would they hide it here?
Just keep it from rotting. It's always nice and cool in a cave.
And the renegade must have thought it was real gold.
Turns out to just be fool's gold.
You were the fools.
not tie the rope properly.
We all climbed down it, didn't we? It was solid as a rock.
Damn renegade's back.
We are dropped.
Still no sign of him.
Be back soon. You not fret.
Pop say. Listen, I ain't meant to tell you this, but well, they didn't go hunting.
Not hunt. Where go?
They're searching for treasure, and there's this killer engine out looking for it too.
Why you not say before?
They made me swear. What are we gonna do?
Mr. Larson, good tracker. He will find them.
I'll hitch the wagon.
We stick our heads up there, you blow them off. We have to get up there first.
Not an easy task.
You're right.
Say that again.
This is the only way out.
You don't know that for sure.
How long are we gonna last? There's nothing to eat down here but corn. Santa Maria.
Everyone calm down. There's a solution. We just have to find it.
None of this would have happened if you hadn't been so greedy.
Us? Greedy?
You stole a map from a dead Indian. What do you call that?
He had no more use for it.
You ain't gonna split the spoils, were you?
Ah, look who's talking. I agree. The kettle is very black.
We were only trying to teach you a lesson.
Yeah, by stealing our gold.
Corn, Hoss. Corn.
Quiet. We don't want the renegade to think that we're fighting amongst ourselves. In fact, why are we fighting? We should be working together to get out of here instead of bickering.
I guess I owe it to Ben Cartwright to find those kids.
Thank you, Mr. Larson.
Welcome.
Easy, boy. Go.
Maybe we ought to call up to the Indian and try and bargain with him.
All he has to do is sit there and wait for us to die.
We have food and water.
The Paiute does not know that the gold is really corn.
Well, let's tell him.
Anybody speak Paiute?
I got it.
You reckon this'll work?
I don't know, but it's worth a shot.
That renegade will be waiting up there with the big welcome.
We'll just have to worry about that when we get up there.
Let me go first.
No, I'm lighter than you, Austin. I don't know how sturdy this thing is.
I am the most experienced. I should go first, Adam.
I'm lighter than you too, Carlos.
Then take this.
Thanks.
Good luck, Adam.
Careful, Adam.
Who does it? Adam! Adam!
Mr. Larson!
Adam, how's your team?
Adam. Okay? I'm gonna be mighty happy to see you.
Adam? Are you all right?
Oh.
Where girls?
We escorted them home.
Yeah, like true gents.
Oh, what's Mrs. Green say?
We didn't stick around for that part.
Where's the treasure?
There wasn't no treasure, little Joe.
Here's Pa.
Adam? Carlos? Pa? What happened to you? You were supposed to keep an eye on them.
Circumstances beyond my control, Ben.
Like what?
The weather.
He's a beauty, Pa.
Looks like he's built to do the job, Ben. Thank you, Daniel. Cost a little more than I allowed for, but I figured he was worth it. How was your sale? Did you get a good price from Otto?
He didn't buy the horses, Paul.
Oh. Well, we'll just have to tighten our belts a little.
I'll give you $1 a basket for all that corn.
Corn? What corn?
It's a long story.
I'm listening.
You're gonna have to deliver it to the stables.
What? That'll take forever. Deal, Mr. Larson.
Would somebody please tell me what is going on here?
Pa, there was this engine who stabbed this other engine for the treasure map.
Treasure map?
Yeah, gold.
Gold?
Yeah, but the gold turned into corn, Paul.
What? It didn't turn into corn. It was already corn.
Yeah, their amulet is the Corn Maiden.
Corn Maiden.
Come inside. You all explain while I cook corn fritters for supper. Come on, come inside.
Corn Maiden.
It's a long story, Paul.
We'll explain everything over.
Corn Maiden.
Carlos?
A small herd, but a herd.
We probably smell like we belong with them. I suggest we get cleaned up before the ladies arrive.
I got a tub.
Me first.
I called it.
We did it, Carlos. We really did it.
I believe we should sell 15 of the largest. It should be enough to get you 6 more breeding stock, Ben.
Enough to buy us 4 more.
No, these are fattened well. I'm sure it can get you 6 more.
It'll buy us 4. After you're paid your cut.
Thank you, Ben.
It's no longer just a dream. The Ponderosa is a real working ranch. And it never would have happened without your help, Carlos. You'll always have a place here, mi amigo.
Gracias, Ben.
I'm gonna go fight those boys for the tub.
Yes. This will always belong to you, Ben.
to none.
So there they are, squared off, standing eye to eye.
And old Jimmy's the most stubborn bull you ever did see, so he ain't gonna budge. And neither is Little Joe's horse. So the only thing left to move
is Little Joe. He falls right off his horse.
I didn't fall off. I got off on purpose.
Oh, sure you did, little brother. Right on your behind.
You tell him, Paul.
I'm sorry, son. I didn't see it.
Well, I believe you, Little Joe. And so do I.
How do you plan to get your stock to market, Ben?
We'll have to take them ourselves.
Well, for 15 head, hardly seems worth all the bother. I have a buyer down the valley. My vaqueros leave the day after tomorrow. They can drive your stock with mine.
Well, that's a very tempting offer, Margaret, but I'm afraid I can't spare the money to pay you.
Well, I've had to hire on more workers, and I'll need more horses. If you'd lend me the use of 2, I'll consider us squared.
It's a deal.
So, Little Joe, you have names for all your cows?
Only the ones that don't like him.
Excuse me, senor. I am looking for Carlos Rivera. I understand that...
¡Qué bien! ¡Te ves! I cannot believe it!
I've searched everywhere for you. I was told that the Rancho Rivera was no more.
No, but... Please allow me to introduce Manuel Castillo de la Peña, my friend to whom I owe my life. my friend Ben Cartwright.
Hello.
Señora Green, Tess.
This cannot be you. You were but a little girl when I left.
I have grown, Manuelito.
So you have.
You're welcome to join us for supper, Mr. Castillo.
No. Thank you, senor.
Ben, I hope you will excuse me from dinner, but it's been a long time and there is much to speak about. Excuse me. Manuel, you look good.
You sit at the table with this gringo after she steals your rancho?
Manuel, they believed they had purchased the land fairly.
And you work for this man Cartwright. I have never known a Rivera to work for anyone but themselves.
Ben treats me with honor, much like his own family. But one day, I will get the Rancho Rivera back for Isabella and I.
You have a plan?
There is a lawyer who now fights the foreign miners.
I have a real plan. Some of us have banded together. We will not be able to take our ranchos back, but we will take some of what is ours. You will join us, no?
You mean to rob these people? No, Manuel, it is wrong.
You've changed, Carlos.
I have always been a man of honor.
You have always been a fighter. But you must not decide tonight. Tonight, we shall drink. Toast to my long-lost friend, Carlos Rivera de Vega, mi amigo.
I think you should take Little Joe home with you.
The Castillos own the biggest ranch in Coloma. Carlos and Manuel grew up as brothers.
That's so.
They were only boys when they went to war together. When Carlos was wounded at the Battle of San Pascual, it was Manuel who carried him to safety.
So you've known him your whole life?
It is true, I have known him forever. But I will always think of Manuel as a brother only. Always.
Maggie, there's something I think you should know. I saw Daniel yesterday. He told me he was just over at the South Fork mining camp, and a vaquero was there, selling 3 steer with your brand.
Jorge reported a few losses, but he said he found the carcasses that Bears and Coopers got him.
I've had no such losses with my stock.
You know, that group came with the ranch, and since Luther died, I've had to trust them more than I'd like. I can't believe those Mexicans would think they could steal from me. Mr. Spence will come into town after the delivery, and he'll bring you money then.
This saves us a lot of trouble, Maggie. I can't thank you enough.
You're most welcome, Ben.
Wish to see me, Senora Green?
Yes. Yes, I do. I wanted to talk to you about my missing stock.
I have already explained it.
Then perhaps you can explain why 3 of my steer were sold at the South Fork mining camp.
I do not understand, Senora.
I think you do, Jorge. Either you give up who amongst you is stealing from me, or I'll have to assume it's you. Fine. You pack your things and leave this ranch at once.
You have no proof of this.
Then ride with me to the camp to prove your innocence. Or you leave this ranch. Jorge? I could have you hung for this.
This is your land. But you stand by and do nothing.
My people have lost so much, man. I will not condone thievery, but I do admit many times I have thought of it myself. I'm no longer a citizen of Mexico, and your government has not given me citizenship here as they promised.
I'm afraid that has taken longer than expected.
I once told you I was a man without a purpose. Remember? Well, I believe I have found that now. You should know I will be seeing a lawyer who has agreed to help me. The government took the money for the sale, while the Riveras were given nothing. Well, in court, I'm going to fight for that money and return it to Senora Green. Then she must return my rancho.
Margaret's worked hard on that ranch, Carlos. You're both my friends. I hate to see you do battle, even if it's in court.
No, Ben. Not battle. Justice, Ben. Justice.
Now, muchísimo.
Shelby, gracias. Please allow me to introduce mi amigo, Manuel Castillo de la Peña. Manuel, señorita Sterret.
Any friend of Carlos is a friend of mine.
Gracias, Shelby.
So now you are friends with all the gringos?
No, but with some. I have come to know them as I never had before. They're not all bad, Manuel. Many are people of honor. They work hard, they love their families just as we do. But that is only part of the reason I cannot join with you, amigo. The Riveras have lived on this land with honor for hundreds of years. I will not betray their legacy. I am not a thief, Manuel. And I know you're not one as well.
That is right. A man cannot steal what already belongs to him.
The sale is done. The hombre there is the buyer.
Tell the others we will move tomorrow. We will split up. We will begin with the grain and track ranchers.
Listen, it was a pleasure doing business with you.
I'll be needing more beef in the spring. I'll let you both know.
You have a safe journey, Mr. Spencer.
Mrs. Green? Anger!
It's been a long time since we had a break from work, so we're taking part of the day off tomorrow and having an early picnic down by the lake, and we were hoping that the ladies of the now very prosperous Green Ranch would care to join us.
Well, I have told my vaqueros to take a couple of days off.
What Ma means is yes. We'd love to join your picnic.
Thanks for asking.
Wonderful.
Well, goodbye then. Walk on.
What? What's so funny?
Oh, my poor brother. He tries so hard to pretend he is not watching us. Oh, do not worry. He would never say, but I know he approves. It is so beautiful here.
It's one of my favorite places.
When I was small, we would come here to play often. And I will bring my children here to play.
So, you want a family?
Oh, yes. I want many children. And you?
Lots of them. I'll build my own place someday. Somewhere close to here.
That would be lovely.
Isabella,
yes?
I just wanted to... I just wanted to tell you how much I care.
Me too.
You thinking about Marie?
Is it that obvious?
I recognize the look.
I was just wishing she was here to see all this, everything we built. She'd love it so much. You know, it was Marie's dream long before it ever became mine.
I always thought we'd end up in San Francisco. But Luther wanted to ranch.
You? In the city?
I know. Seems hard to believe now. Funny how things turn out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here we are living out there.
Usted, llévese los caballos por atrás.
Weather changes fast up here.
Yeah, it was beautiful this morning. We had a wonderful time.
We should do this more often.
I'd like that.
Hey, Pop. I'll stay back and help Tess with the wagon.
It's a good thing Carlos went back with little Joe and Hop Sing. Well, I needn't ask if you had a good time.
Oh, when I am with him, I feel like there is no one else in the world.
Any ideas for supper?
Oh, I could not eat a thing.
Well, we may not be hungry, but I know a couple of goats who probably are.
Oh, I will feed them.
¡Silencio! ¡Silencio! Vamos, muévete.
If you cry out, we will kill everyone.
What do you want?
We've come for the money you owe. And more.
I don't have any money.
Do not lie to me again. The herd is delivered. I saw you with Senor Spence.
That money has been deposited to a bank account. I swear.
But you must have some money.
I have a little money. Here. If I give it to you, will you go?
If she gives it to us. Get it now! Vamos!
That's all I have.
It is not so much money, senora. We will take the horses as well. Jorge, keep it here.
All right, mister. Let's just keep real calm. Take whatever you want.
Átenlos. Los llevaremos con los caballos. Raúl, vete con los otros.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Get your hands off him!
It's all right.
I should have had you hung when I had the chance.
Perhaps you will get another chance. No?
Estamos listos. Rápido. Vamos.
Hasta la vista, señora.
Jorge, vamos. Vamos.
Share the wonder.
No, I want you to hold this really tightly because we have to stop the bleeding. Isabella? I don't want to leave you, but I'm going to have to go and get help. Do you understand? Listen to me, Isabella. I have to go and get help.
I'm frightened. Please, please stay. Please.
And you try not to move. I will be back as soon as I can. Are they heavy?
Are you comfortable, Joe?
Sure am. Too slow, come on.
Too slow?
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
Good. That'll get you off the wagon, huh?
Yep.
Thank you, Hobson.
Thank you, Hobson.
Thanks.
Oh,
If Huss not back soon, he will miss supper.
Not much chance of that.
Pa, look.
It's Margaret.
They took Tess and Horse!
Who took them where?
Mexicans! I don't know! I don't know!
Adam, get the guns. And bring extra powder and balls! All right, Pa.
Jorge! He shot Isabella!
Isabella? Isabella?
Is she alive?
It was your friend! Manuel! With Jorge and the others! They took my baby! They took
Did you know about this?
Spoke about joining some men, but I thought I had talked him out of it, Ben.
Where would they go?
He said he had camped near the old ruins.
Joseph, I need you to ride into town and get some help. Tell them meet us at Rocky Point.
Sure,
you
Pa.
do that?
Rocky Point!
And Joseph! Joseph! You want them to stay with Mrs. Orwitz. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir!
Hop Singh, take Maggie back to the ranch and tend to Isabella. I get medicine. Quickly, go, go! Carlos, you should go to your sister.
No, they will take care of her, Ben. I must help you.
Good job. Maggie, listen to me. We'll get them back. We'll get them back. Hurry up, Ben.
Tell Isabella I love her.
Walk out. Go, go,
Tell
go!
Isabella I love her. Tell Isabella I love her. Ben, I did not know of this. I swear on my honor. I did not think Manuel would hurt anyone.
It's all right. Adam, Isabella's been shot. She's alive. They've gone to take care of her. Adam, let's go get your brother and Tess. Come on.
Pa's coming for us. I'm sure of it.
I think they shot Isabella.
But your mom's with her, Tess. She'll be all right.
Entendido. Entendido. Que no quiero a nadie que se quede acá. No hay nadie en el rancho. Lo tenemos aquí.
They're saying something about a group.
Subimos el río, nos reunimos allí y luego los que bajen por la colina nos juntamos.
We're supposed to meet them somewhere.
Come algo, eso
I was so afraid.
Try and take my hand. There. You just hold on real tight, okay?
You wait here for the others.
Yes, sir.
Isabella?
Monica tries to help.
come too late, Ben. I'll be right into the camp alone. No, Carlos, it's too risky. Ben, I know, Manuel. This man is my friend. Please let me talk with him. No, Carlos, we should wait for the others. But there is no time, Ben. They're packing to go now. If we wait for the others, they will be gone. I promise I will let no harm come to them, Carlos. Please, you must trust me. Trust me, man, Carlos.
No quiero a nadie que vaya. Primero aquí. Nos veremos todos y nos veremos al lado del río. Los demás van a venir por la colina. Nos veremos.
Carlos, I did not expect you.
What is he doing here?
It's all right. He's a friend.
He's a traitor.
Cállate.
He's with the gringos.
Cállate. Vamos, preparen los caballos. He would not betray his own people, ¿verdad? So, why have you come?
Tell your men to go. Now.
Jorge, you stay here. You go. We will all meet there later. So?
I have come to try and put a stop to this, Manuel. This? Is this the way you want to be remembered? As a common thief?
I did not choose this path. It was forced upon me.
Then leave, Manuel. Leave with your men, and I will take my friends home.
I cannot let you do that. We need them for safe passage. Carlos, what is this?
If Isabella dies, I swear, Manuel, I will hunt you down and kill you myself.
Isabelita's hurt?
He shot her.
Manuel, ¿qué te pasa? ¿Qué te pasa, Manuel? Stop it!
Carlos! No! Carlos! Drop that gun! Drop it now!
What you do?
I'm going after him. You stay here with Isabella.
No, Mrs. Green. You stay, I go.
Hop Singh, you know more about doctoring than I do. Isabella needs you. Tess and Haas need me.
Mrs. Green.
Tess? Tess? Baby? Are you all right? Did they hurt you? No, I'm fine.
Where's Isabella?
She's inside. She's all right now. What happened? Carla saved our lives, Ma.
I should hitch up the wagon. Take him home.
No. He's on Rivera land now. We'll bury him here, with his family.
Preparas una mesa ante mí enfrente de mis enemigos. Me unges la cabeza con perfume y mi copa rebosa. Tu bondad y tu misericordia me acompañan todos los días de mi vida y habitaré en la casa del Señor por años sin término.
Thank you, Father. Thank you very much.
My daughter always said, I found it hard to admit when I'm wrong. Well, I was wrong about you. And I'm sorry, Carlos. Thank you.
Dios, mi hermano. Que Dios te bendiga.
I would have been honored to call you my brother.
If Rest in peace, my son.
Wouldn't be the same around here without you, Mr. Larson.
But what will you do?
I don't know, little Joe. Can't go back to trapping beaver. I'll just send Frenchie the rent money. Maybe join up as a scout on the next wagon train.
What's this, Daniel?
Look, it's Jack Wolf himself.
Hey, everyone! It's Jack Wolf!
Who's that, Paul?
He's one of the first to come out west. Trailblazer.
Indian killer.
He's protecting the settlers. The president even gave him a medal.
Well, folks, looks like you got yourself a real going concern here. What do you want to go and sell it for?
Rent. Ain't mine to sell.
Now, what I mean to say is, what's wrong with it?
Nothing. Just ain't no storekeeper. Numbers and such ain't my strong suit.
I could help you out with that, Mr. Larson.
Oh, thanks, Adam, but... You know, looking after Frenchie was one thing. Jawing with customers and trying to do horse trading the way he used to. Fact is, it ain't any fun anymore.
I'll take it.
You want this place?
I do indeed.
But you're Jack Wolf.
I am. And you, sir?
Folks call me Big Dan.
I can see why.
Ben Cartwright.
I do.
These are my sons, Little Joe, Hoss, Adam.
Fellas?
Excuse me, Mr. Wolf.
Call me Jack.
Jack, I'm curious, what do you want with the livery business?
Well, I've been all over the West. I've done everything there was to do. Now's the time to settle and build the future. This town's just right for what I need. A little planning, some business sense. We can grow into a real city. Cover my first month's rent?
Heck! This would cover 6 months' rent.
Fine. Gentlemen, will you join me?
Let's go.
Boys, we got work to do.
Another time.
I'll take you up on your offer.
Daniel!
I hear you killed 500 buffalo in one day.
That's true, but I can't tell a lie. I wasn't on horseback. I was on a traveling train.
Thursday.
Morning.
Morning. You an eater or a drinker?
Never eat before noon. I'll be needing a room. Your finest.
Well, there's only one room up there, so I guess it's the finest. But it's mine.
Now, make it worth your while, sleep somewhere else.
Why do you want to go pay me good money for my room when you got French's palace?
Palace.
Better than mine. Or anything down at the boarding house.
Where's the nearest hotel?
Sacramento. On the house.
Well, at least can you tell me where a fella can get a little comfort around here?
Now, let's see. We ain't talking rooms, and we ain't talking liquor.
We're talking companionship.
Well, you're talking to the wrong person. Because I don't abide women being bought and sold. You're gonna have to ride your sorry behind over to Hangtown for that kind of companionship. I said it was on the house.
It's not for the whiskey.
I think I got things pretty much squared away for you.
Listen, Dan. Will you stay on a while? Just till I can get somebody to replace you.
Oh, just till then.
Fine, here. Go on. Tell me, how do things run in Eagle Station?
What do you mean?
You got a mayor?
Oh. You got a town council.
Who's on the council?
Shelby Sterrett.
Sloan.
Eli Orwitz.
What trading post?
Margaret Green. She owns a big spread just south of town here.
She? Alone?
Her husband died after fighting the Mexicans. She's back east now on account her ma died. Daughter Tess is taking care of things while she's gone. You know, the ranch.
introduce me, Mr. Orwitz?
Excuse me, Tess. Please meet our newest citizen, Mr. Jack Wolf. Miss Tess Green.
Jack Wolf.
The Jack Wolf.
How do you do?
Confoundedly well, thanks.
The stories said about you never said you were modest.
Modesty is just a form of cowardice, miss. Now, you wouldn't happen to be the Tess Green, Lady Rancher now, would you? Lady Ranchers aren't supposed to be as pretty as you. Well, I'm really sorry about your grandma and your pa, Miss Green.
Thank you.
Mr. Wolf is taking over delivery.
And if I can be of any service, you just let me know.
Brings you all the way out here, Mr. Wolf. Jack. Well, Ben, I figure you're the head of the town council. And I need their approval for a gathering at the town hall.
Actually, I'm not the head of the council.
Well, I just figured that the two ladies and the older fella didn't carry as much weight as you do.
No, we're all equal members with equal votes.
Let me say it another way. I just figured that you're the one who would know how important it is to get the right sort of folks to move here to Eagle Station.
Well, I think the others would agree with you, but yes, I certainly do understand.
Well, it just so happens that I am friendly with the fella who's starting to bring the first public stagecoach all the way from St. Louis to San Francisco. He's deciding on what route it'll take as we speak. I also happen to know that he can be influenced on what towns are on the route.
Influenced?
Political-wise. He respects people of power. And the town council has the power in Eagle Station. And since I understand there's a spot open, I felt it my duty to volunteer.
To help influence your friend.
Exactly. And to help out in any other way I can. This is my town now, too.
Well, after only being here for 2 days, I must say I'm certainly impressed with your enthusiasm.
Well, thank you, Ben. Now about that spot on the council.
Well, that's up to a vote by the townsfolk.
That's it? That's all it'll take?
A simple majority.
A simple majority. I look forward to your support. Good day, Ben. Adam? Boss? That looks like mighty dirty work, fellas.
All those opposed? All those in favor? Thank you.
We're proud of you, Jack. Congratulations.
See you proud.
But as it turns out, my friend doesn't want to bring his stagecoach to any town that doesn't have a hotel. Now, you can't blame him, really. I mean, any passenger that can afford a coach ride west is going to want a nice place to stay. A good bed, good food, after a dusty day on the trail.
Well, that's a shame. I would like to have seen it come through Eagle Station.
Don't be giving up so easy, Ben.
Stating a fact is different than giving up, Jack.
I meant no insult, Ben.
I'm just saying we could solve the problem by building a hotel.
We don't have that kind of money.
Some of us are still owed for the town hall.
Well, I could build it myself.
What?
I'd have to have the sanction of the town council to run it for my own profit.
Well, of course. If you pay for it.
What's the catch?
Catch? There's no catch.
Ben, if Jack pays, he should receive the profits.
Yeah, Ben, what's the problem?
Well, that's what I'd like to know. If Jack wants to use his own money to build his own hotel, what's to stop him? What is it you want from us?
All I want from you is the right to operate my hotel as I see fit.
Like providing companionship.
Shelby, there is room enough in town for 2 businesses providing liquor and food.
I said companionship. You know, like the female kind you're asking me about when you blew into town.
I'm proposing a first-class hotel with the finest of everything. Nothing more, nothing less.
Frankly, it's none of my business what happens behind closed doors.
Eli.
All towns have corruption, Ben. And Eagle Station already has its share. I think some people are being a bit hypocritical on the subject.
Mr. Cartwright, what would my ma vote?
Well, I can't say for certain, Tess, but Margaret is usually a very pragmatic woman. I think she would agree with Eli.
Ben!
In all honesty, Shelby.
Well, let's put it to a vote then.
All right? All in favor of Jack's right to run his hotel as he sees fit, raise your hands. All opposed? All right? That's it?
One have diabetes. You should know.
Keep moving! Down the far end! Keep moving! Line up in rows of a dozen. All the way down the far end.
Double all these prices, Dan.
Already doubled them. Like Frenchie told me.
Double them again.
How come?
We got live ones in town, Dan. We got what they need. They can't get it nowhere else. They got no choice.
That ain't fair.
Business ain't fair, Dan. That's why they call it profit. Now, it's our job to make as much of it as we can. Green, I've been meaning to ride out here and thank you for supporting me on the council.
Oh, there's no need. I was just doing my ma's job for her.
I am, howbeit, grateful.
Oh, no, I can't accept.
Now, hush.
But this is an expensive mare.
I insist. Please, Miss Green.
All right. Thank you.
You can't thank a thank you. Now, who's this lovely young lady?
Isabella Rivera de Vega. Please meet Mr. Jack Wolf.
Pleasure's mine, miss. Well, ladies?
Much obliged, Pete. I'll see you.
Business was good, I see. Whoa, very good. There'll be velvet curtains in Jack Wolf's hotel.
I'll start changing the prices back.
I'll leave 'em be. We got us a shortage here. No telling when we're going to get new supplies in. Cost them more to ride to Hangtown than to pay more right here in Eagle Station.
We're talking about our friends now.
When a body walks through that door, Dan, they're just another customer.
I quit.
Hold on, Dan. Business is business.
No, it ain't. I quit Jack Wolf.
I can't talk right now.
I'm gonna try to get a job as a guide on the next wagon train.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Still waiting, Shelby.
Hold your horses!
Thought I might help you out till then.
I could sure use the help, but I can't pay, especially with the competition opening up down the street.
I don't need any money. I get half the rent from Frenchie's. I just need to feel useful.
I said we're hungry.
I said shut up! I'll be real grateful for the help, Dan.
Afternoon, Jack.
And? Adam? Hoss? Actually, it's the two of you I'll come out here to see with what I think's a fetching offer. That first day I come into town, I remember you offering to help Big Dan with the business part of the livery. Well, I took the liberty of asking around. There wasn't a man didn't say, you got the most book learning than anybody in town.
Well, I like to read.
Well, sir, I want to offer you $25 a week to run the livery for me.
Well, I have to work here on the ranch, sir.
Oh, with just your pocket change, you could hire a cowhand to do this dirty work for you. You got it, girl?
Yes, sir.
You love her?
Yes.
Well, you're going to be wanting your own spread soon enough. Right, Ben?
That's up to Adam.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
And he's right, I could hire a hand, two hands even, and still be able to save up for my own place.
That's true.
Well, what do you think?
I think you have a decision to make, Alan.
What do you say?
Yes.
Good. Good. Boss. Man, your strength is equally important running that business. For the same $25 a week, I want you to oversee the rest of the operations, not to mention watch my back for me.
Why would that be?
What's that?
About watching your back.
Well, you know, there's always some snot-nosed kid looking the best of man of my reputation.
He's right about that, Paul. You think with all that money, I could buy anything you need for the Ponderosa.
What the Ponderosa needs, money can't buy, son.
Sure it can.
Wow. Looks like you have yourself 2 new employees, Jack. If you'll excuse me, I have to get back to work on this wagon wheel.
See you tomorrow morning, fellas.
You bet.
Yes, sir.
So long, Ben.
Morning, Mr. Cartwright.
Good morning, girls.
We are going to town for supplies. And
we just thought we'd stop by and, see if you needed anything.
That's very kind of you, but we're fine, thanks. I'm afraid the boys aren't here. But you're headed in the right direction. You'll find them in town.
Thanks.
thank you.
Welcome.
Really like the materials as ours shows. Look, you need to be full. You should make a skirt out of it. Oh, do you think so? That should be lovely.
Morning! Well, don't you ladies look lovely today?
What are you doing here?
Working. Mr. Wolf is paying us $25 a week each to run his livery for him.
But you are ranchers.
It's just for now.
Aren't you proud of us?
Proud? You leave your father, Hopsing, and little Joe to do all the work, and you expect me to be proud?
Tess, you got it all wrong. See, Hoss and I hired 3 ranch hands this morning to take care of all the, the dirty work.
Dirty work? We didn't see any ranch hands.
What do you mean?
Just as I said, they were doing all the work by themselves.
That's not possible.
They were quite alone.
Pa must have turned him away.
We paid him half in advance.
They're probably drinking it all over in Hangtown by now.
These are the kind of fellas that you send to help your pa?
They would have worked if he'd let them.
You do not even know your own father.
Now wait just a minute.
We're gonna get this all straightened out tonight.
$25 a week. Tess, that's a fortune.
Who'll be back for these?
What is with them?
Good question. I'm only doing this for her.
Adam. Yeah. Just calm down.
I got it taken care of.
Adam.
Hey, we paid for that,
Just
all right?
think about it for a minute.
Faster. Build some muscle there, Joseph. How was your first day at work today?
Pa, why'd you send those ranch hands away?
Adam, the Ponderosa is a family operation.
But you need help.
We did fine today.
There's gonna be harder work than laundry and stock feeding.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's go, Joseph. Lean into it.
Good, Ian.
impressive, Jack.
Well, thank you, Mr. Haskell.
Samuel, I'd always planned to stay as close to the California Trail as possible.
And Eagle Station is right on it.
Yes, yes. Not as big a town as I'd anticipated.
Why, it's doubled its size in just the past 6 months.
Really?
The town council, of which I'm a member, already has a school and a church in the planning stages. And a park proposed right here. I suggested at the last council meeting that if you decide to bring your stage through town, it be named Haskell Park. And the vote was unanimous.
Well, well.
Seemed only fitting, since your coach line would be the final mark of a booming metropolis.
I should like to meet this council to determine what might be the best site for the coach stop.
Well, actually, I already brought the matter up at the last meeting, and it was decided that the delivery in the stables would be the best place to house the coach and tend the horses.
Then I'll have to negotiate that.
That won't be necessary. See, I own the livery in the stable, and I will guarantee to make you a deal that'll be worth your while.
I like the way you do business, Jack.
Likewise, Samuel.
Pa never said nothing about the council voting for no school or no church, and definitely no park.
Yeah, and how do you think we're gonna get a church or a school or a park if Eagle Station doesn't grow? And it can't grow without a stagecoach.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Adam. You're a fast learner. They's all right about your smarts.
He's wrong.
Mr. Wolf is right. How do you expect to get someone like Mr. Haskell to bring his stage through without some incentives?
What's an incentive?
Like Haskell Park.
Or the church and the school.
You mean we're getting a church?
No.
And a school? And a park?
No. The council has never even discussed that.
It was just a white lie, little Joe. What Mr. Haskell doesn't know won't hurt him. And the stage will help us get those things, will it not, Pa?
Maybe. But if you convince yourself of that, then why not the next thing? And then the next. Pretty soon, you're saying the end justifies the means. And that's dangerous territory, son. History is filled with atrocities that someone said, oh, they'll make things so much better in the long run.
This is the short run.
We sent those fellas to help. Now that ought to be enough to give us a chance to make some real money.
Yeah, money that will benefit everyone.
That's what we're all disagreeing about. And since we've all come full circle, I suggest we drop the subject and let's finish our supper in peace.
Got us a beautiful day to open a hotel.
Oh, yeah. Howdy, Jack.
Yeah, I do. Great day.
Walk on, boy.
Good afternoon, William. Dancing girl.
Wow, praise the Lord!
Smell and everything, say. Ooh, wait.
Oh, isn't it?
Jeez.
Oh, boy. Very pretty.
I've changed my mind. I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, that's Do you think they're gonna make you go?
Then you don't have to. I'm gonna take you to the boarding house.
Where do you think you're going?
She changed her mind, Jack.
Oh, no. She's under contract.
Let go of her. Hey, hey, hey.
Or what?
You quit. Me too.
I guess you boys ain't as smart as I thought you were.
No.
What you thinking?
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing here.
In Eagle Station?
No. I mean, what are they gonna put on my tombstone? She didn't water down her whiskey.
You don't?
No, I don't. You can sure bet Jack Wolf will, down at his hotel.
Eli, there will not be enough for our customers now that his hotel is buying so much.
I'm sorry, Ruth. I was not looking ahead with my own eyes, but with his.
To think I sold him 24 of our top stock.
So that Flusy can eat the best steak west of St. Louis.
What's Ma gonna think when she gets back?
And all this talk of progress and growth for Eagle Station, it's not for the town, it's for him.
Mm-hmm. I agree. But he's pretty firmly entrenched now. I don't see the town voting him off the council anytime soon.
And what do we do, Paul?
Hop Sing?
Give Mr. Wolf his own medicine.
A town council meeting here at the Ponderosa, minus its newest member.
No, I don't judge any of our decisions. What's done is done. What's important now is what we can do in the future.
But we gave him the right to do whatever he wants.
Yes, but we still have a distinct advantage over him.
Thank you. My cook says you're charging 3 times more for produce.
I have a shortage.
You can't do this.
Yes, I can.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wolf, but another buyer beat your man to it. Gave me twice what you paid me for my beef.
I'll give you twice.
Right now, I just don't have the stock to spare.
That mare I gave you was worth $100.
Then I insist you take her back as my apology.
I demand a town council meeting. I therefore demand a vote that gives me an equal opportunity to do business here in Eagle Station.
But you already have it.
Yeah, remember, we voted you the right to operate your business as you see fit.
Same ought to go for the rest of us.
That's a very good point, Shelby. Those in favor of the right to operate our businesses as we see fit, please raise your hands.
Get up. Get up. You're up early. Trying to make up for some lost time. Bob, I'm sorry I didn't listen to you when I should have. I guess I just got confused. When I saw those people acting like they were better than everybody else, and the way Jack treated that girl, that's when I realized it wasn't real. And none of it was real. Mr. Wolf doesn't care about the important things in life like this. Like a family working hard to build a real dream. A home and a good way of life. That's all I really want, Pa. Thank you for teaching me that.
Thank you, son. You have no idea how much those words mean to me.
Indians sit on the ground. What are you supposed to have on with all these chairs?
When Pa asked them what they wanted to trade for the trout, they said chairs.
Did they actually say chairs?
Well, they didn't say chairs, but Tatanka joining the dirt.
glory of the Father. Therefore, we are buried with him by baptism into death.
Don't know. Let's get this fish loaded up. We'll take a closer look on the way home.
You bet.
Come all ye and be healed of your sins. Know ye not that ye are baptized into Jesus Christ, so ye are washed free of your past, free to rise again as Jesus was raised from the dead by the glory of the Father. Therefore, we are buried with him by baptism into death. Ye rise and walk in the newness of life. Go, brother, all your sins are forgiven. Now who will be next? Who will be next to be healed of their sins? Come to me, sister.
Beautiful.
And they came to the river Jordan.
A wet cat to me.
And as Jesus Christ our Savior was baptized by John the Baptist, so shall ye be baptized in the name of God the Father. So come to me, sister, and ye shall be baptized, and ye shall rise as Jesus Christ rose on the third day. Come, sister, to the river Jordan. You are baptized in the name of the Lord. Look out! Behind you! It is the devil! It is a sign! The final days are here!
Oh my God, what's that? You all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
The final days are here! Repent! 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 Now, Father, art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
A student with unexplainable powers turns to Declan and Peggy for help. But is it too late? Mysterious Ways. Tonight at 11:10 Central on PAX TV.
Now there's one name to know when you're decorating your home. American Blind and Wallpaper Factory. With more products...
It's the rush, Bob. Awesome Little Joe should be back with that fresh trout by now. Hopefully Hop Sing is already grilling it up.
It does whet the appetite.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry, Paul.
Do you realize how dangerous it is driving like that, especially with your little brother in the wagon?
Hold on real tight.
Hey, what's all the excitement about?
We seen a monster in the lake.
You saw a monster.
A monster! A monster!
A monster?
Oh yeah, and the world's gonna end. Well, that's what the preacher said.
What preacher?
What are you talking about? You see, Paul, when we left the Washoe camp, there was this man, and he was healing folks of their sins down at the lake. And then this... I don't know what it was. This thing came up out of the water right behind him.
It was a giant monster!
Hold on, Joseph. Paul, there was something there. We saw it.
Well, what did it look like?
Well, we only saw part of it.
Just the back. But there was this big fin right here, and then at the back there was this little fin right there.
Hoss, how big was it?
Hard telling, but at least 10, 15 feet between the back fin and the tail fin.
All right, boys, joke's over. Come on, get
It ain't no joke!
Honest, Paul. The man said it was the devil himself.
There must be a reasonable explanation for all this.
In China, many people see Dalong, very frightened of Dalong.
Dalung?
The Dalung earth god in form of giant monster. Live in lake, eat people.
Well, there's supposed to be something like that in a lake in Scotland. People have been talking about it for centuries, but it's just a myth, I'm saying.
A myth exists in mind, not lake.
Exactly. The question is how to keep the boys from filling their heads with this nonsense.
Perhaps prove no Dalung in lake.
Boys, we're going for a ride.
Oh, I'm tired of it, Judith. I don't want to do it anymore. He's gonna drink his food.
Welcome, and blessings on you all. My name is Judith.
I'm Hoss Cartwright, and this here's my pa, and my brothers Adam and little Joe.
Our next worship service is this afternoon.
Well, actually, Judith, we're here to get to the bottom of the monster sighting.
Thank the Lord we got out of the water in time. My father says it was the devil himself.
So I hear.
Did you see it, Judith?
Well, I did, actually. Part of it. My father was about to cleanse the soul of a convert when suddenly...
Up from the murky depths rose this hideous black monster with scaly skin and two huge pointy fins right there.
Little Joe, we've heard your version, now we'd like to hear Judith's. Please.
It was an immense serpent with evil yellow eyes, sharp fangs, and a long forked tongue.
You actually saw that?
Well, no, but I have a vision of it. My father says when the monster finally rears its head, it will signal the end of time. The earth will be consumed in a tremendous ball of fire, and all who do not believe will be swallowed up into hell.
Is that right?
My father says that its appearance today is a warning to us all.
May we have a word with your father?
I'm afraid not. He prays and meditates all afternoon before his healing service.
You better have to work extra hard now because of that thing.
Yes. Well, if you'll please excuse me.
Pa, are we going to be swallowed up into hell, like Judas said?
Joseph, no one is going to suddenly get swallowed up into hell. I'm sure there's a rational explanation for this. We just have to find what it is.
That's what I intend to do, Pa.
Good.
How do you figure?
I'm working on it.
Excuse me, miss.
Judith Haas. Judith.
Right. Are you gonna be here later?
I assist with my father always. Yes.
Ben, I think I'm gonna come and get some healing.
Do you need some healing?
Sure.
Pa, can we go, please? Can we go tonight?
Joseph, I have a lot of work to do.
You can count me out. Sounds like a whole lot of hocus pocus.
Hoss, do you mind if your little brother comes along with you?
Sure.
You will keep an eye on him.
Who?
There's a whole town's gonna need that. I wasn't there for
I heard that healer fella popped out of that lake like a toad off a hot rock when that monster showed up.
I'd like to go out there and see what that fella's up to.
He's up to snookering folks like you. That's all.
Nobody's snooker Shelby Sterry. I'm just curious, that's all. You don't learn nothing unless you're curious.
Old habits die hard.
Do you think they might feel a bit, well, shabby to come here and do their drinking? I mean, I wouldn't know, Jack, but perhaps.
Nah, they just don't feel welcome here yet.
Do you think so?
Absolutely.
Good day. We'd love you to join us.
Well, forgive me, young lady.
There you go. Hey, fellers. Free liquor.
Come on in. Compliments to Jack Wolf.
Why, that no good.
It's just giving it away.
He wouldn't give a free drink to his own mother unless there was something in it for him, you lunk. No, he's setting him up for another round. In town. At his place.
And now, Reverend D.W. Champion will lead us in prayer.
Dear Lord, we have all trespassed and come short of your glory. But you have given us the chance to redeem ourselves and thereby be healed of our sins, frailties, and ailments. And for this opportunity, we give thanks. Amen.
Amen.
Everyone at Lake for healing revival. Why you not attend?
Pa likes us to make up our own minds about things.
You not believe?
In what? A guy who says he can perform miracles? A monster that just so happens to appear in the lake the same time he comes to town?
What book about?
It's the history of medicine. Real healing.
It is a wise man who does not step into darkness before lighting a candle.
How long till supper, Hopsing?
Soon. You not think this healing ceremony too much for child?
Oh, you mean little Joe? Well, Joseph has a powerful imagination, Hopsing. If I forbid him to go, he'll just conjure up something worse than anything he might actually see there.
Well, what about Hoss, Pa?
You saw the way he swooned over that Judith. I'm fairly sure healing is not the first thing on his mind.
Come forward, dear brother and dear sister. And the Lord working through me will cast out the evil that grips you. Now who among you will lead the others to a miracle? Who will be the first to be healed? Praise the Lord. Praise be to the Lord. You are courageous, brother. What is your name, brother?
Jasper.
Praise be, brother Jasper.
Can you heal my crippled legs?
Well, how long you been afflicted, brother?
Now, 10 years.
10 years. Crippled for 10 years. Are you ready to throw Satan's dominion over your legs?
Yes, sir.
Then pray with me, brother, pray. Dear Lord, we beseech thee. Send down thy healing power. Heal this brother, Lord. Heal brother Jasper. And the Lord speaking said, ye are healed.
Oh. Is he all right?
Now rise up, brother. Brother Jasper, throw up your crutches. You are healed.
Healed? I can't.
You can. You have no need for crutches. Throw them off.
I can't. 10 years I needed them.
You can and you must. You are healed, brother. Walk.
I ain't no use.
Oh, no.
Praise be the Lord. I can walk. I can walk. I'm healed. I'm healed. I'm healed. Here. All I have is yours. Please, please, take this bag of gold.
Praise be, brother Jasper. Sister Judith, take brother Jasper's love offering.
I'm healed. I'm healed.
Judith!
Me and my little brother, we really enjoyed the service.
But you didn't come forward to be healed.
Right, I felt a lot better. But it was truly,
amazing.
Yeah. Amazing.
Well, I'm pleased you can make it. But I'll have to say goodbye now.
Judith. Well, I was wondering if, maybe, tomorrow, if you weren't busy,
Judith, it's time to come inside.
Yes, Father? I'm sorry, Hoss. I must go.
Come on, little Joe.
Say anything to anyone, and I'll throw you in the lake with the monster. Understand?
Boss, wait for me! Wait! Wait for me!
And a man come up. He had a hurt neck. Couldn't move it, stiff as a board. So Reverend Champion gets up, takes the man's hand, wiggles it around.
All right, Hoss, sit down. Finish your breakfast.
And believe it or not, the man's neck is all right. It's more than all right. It's perfect.
Oh. Hoss, eat. Breakfast get cold.
Can I go again this afternoon, Paul?
Not speak with not fool.
Well, as long as all your chores are done, I don't see any reason why not.
You coming too, little Joe?
No.
Little Joe, what did you think of the Reverend Champion?
He just worked some real fancy tricks.
It wasn't fancy tricks. Those was genuine healing miracles. You're just scared of the lake monster, that's all.
It ain't free today. You can bet on that.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, Hoss.
Hey, Tess.
I, heard some monster is supposed to be splashing around the lake. Want to ride over and take a look?
I already seen it.
You have?
Well, me and little Joe's delivering chairs to the wash hole.
Delivered chairs to the wash hole?
Yeah. And the monster just popped right up out of the water.
Goodness. What was it like?
Oh, about 10, 20 feet. Evil yellow eyes.
You're joshing me.
Nope. Scared everybody half to death.
Well, then let's go try catch a look at it. And maybe we can see the healing revival afterwards.
Already seen that, too.
Oh. I heard he made a crippled man walk.
He sure did.
Oh. Well, do you think it's worth me going later?
Oh, that's up to you, Tess. But I don't think I'd go out of my way to.
Well, then I guess I better leave you to your chores.
Yeah.
See you in your house.
You bet.
Come on.
How can you be sure that monster will show up?
We ain't making any false promises. That monster's got a mind of his own. Might be a long wait, but we're gonna make the wait real easy for you.
How's that?
Free 100% whiskey. All you can drink. Now, after you pay, you just hop in the wagon. Then as soon as we got a full load, we'll be setting right off.
Pretty good about
All right. I get the drink. Yours.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll be right down.
Adam, have you seen Hoss?
You went to see Judith.
He's real soft on her.
Well, what about Tess?
He finished his chores and took off.
Well, he's a big boy now.
Hey, Adam. Thought you were gonna find out about that monster. You ain't afraid, are you?
Little Joe, I have no fears. Just plenty of doubts.
Oh, yeah? Well, then how come you haven't been over to check it out?
I've been busy.
Go on, I'll finish up for you.
Thanks, Bob. Come on.
So beautiful here. So serene.
Yeah. As if the monster don't go sticking his head out again.
Don't worry, it won't. I mean, I wouldn't want anything to spoil our walk.
Me neither. Judith, I ain't never met nobody good and kind as you.
Haas, you don't even know me.
Yeah, but I feel like I do.
You're good and kind, so you see those qualities in everybody. But I'm sorry. Things just aren't what they seem. They're not real.
You look real to me. Real beautiful.
Thanks, Haas. Thanks for the compliment.
You seem to do a lot of traveling. Ever think of settling down someplace?
Many times.
What's holding you back then?
Since my mother died, I have to help my father with his work. He couldn't cope without me.
It's real decent of you to take care of him. You know, I think you're all those things I said before, but I think you're awful sad. And I want you to know I'll do anything I can to help you.
Thank you, Haas. But there's nothing you can do. There's nothing anyone can do.
Hey, Tess.
Adam, little Joe,
What's wrong?
your brother Haas. That's what's wrong.
What'd he do?
That preacher and that girl and that monster, they're all fakes.
What makes you say that?
Well, it stands to reason. The monster only showed up when they did.
I agree.
You do?
Yeah, in fact, I was just taking little Joe over there to prove it.
Can I come along?
Sure. Come on.
Thanks. You'll see.
You gotta wear that brim out, son. Anything the matter?
Judith's leaving in the morning, Paul.
Well, Faith healers are always on the move, son.
They're gonna go in with him. I want to help her not to be so sad.
Well, sadness comes from inside, Hoss, and it can be very difficult for one person to change another person inside.
Yeah, she did say there wasn't anything I could do. Will you go with me to the meeting, Paul?
Of course I will. Of course I will.
Thanks.
So what shall I do, use chairs?
Just a little differently than we do. We look for fish. Very, very big fish.
أنا أديتي دا أدوها أكابي وشيش كلامي.
When are we gonna see it? All right. Quiet down. You don't like noise.
Yeah. You're gonna scare him off.
All right. We got it. There now.
You sure this monster's gonna show? Pretty sure.
Come on. I knew there was just keep on. Wait a minute. Just keep looking. It's the monster. There is a monster. I told you he stays in the water. Look at this.
What?
What's that?
That thing could kill it. Well, dang it. Of course, there goes my monster tours.
Now, I have no knowledge who could have played such a prank. Now, clearly, it was somebody trying to discredit my work, or why would they have chosen my presence at the time to commit such a hoax?
Well, that's an awfully convenient rationale, Mr. Champion.
Reverend Champion.
And what church ordained you as a reverend?
God ordained me.
I see. I see. So then you denied that the mysterious monster had anything to do with you?
I denied absolutely.
Well, then there was no devil. And these aren't the final days of the world, and whether someone avails themselves to your services or not has nothing to do with them being swallowed into hell.
God works in mysterious ways, Mr. Cartwright. Though the prankster wasn't the devil, he reminds us of his evil and the coming of the end. And yes, the need to repent and be healed of your sins. Now you would do well to avail yourself of my services, young man.
They're free of charge.
I ask no money for my miracles.
But you accept it.
Get out.
Father.
I said, get out! Now you two, you gonna find that imbecile brother of yours now.
Replacement patients. If you
And now, Reverend D.W. Champion.
Excuse me. Don't you think you owe these people an explanation?
I beg your pardon?
What do you think you're doing, Adam?
Getting to the truth, brother. Well?
I thought we cleared that up this afternoon.
Not for all these folks, you haven't.
Well, as my father said, God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, sit down and shut up, kid.
Yeah, go on, get out of here.
Go on. Go on. Me too.
And now, D.W. Champion. Father.
Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, the Lord wants us all to be whole in body and mind. Blind and the lame went to him in the temple.
Oh, get on with the healing.
Yeah.
Get on with it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Who wants to be first?
Not sure I wanted to. I went my first. Oh, hang on.
Well, what's your name, brother?
Horace.
And you've been blind how long?
For far too many years.
Now we beseech thee, Lord, heal thy brother Horace. And the Lord spake.
It's a fake! Hey, it's a faker! You're a crook!
Jesus, just take it easy, fella. Just hold on, fella. Just.
Hoss is hurt!
out of here. Grab him out of here. Sing.
Do not know what's wrong.
What should we do?
Sorry, Ben. I do not know.
Hey, Hoss. I know you can hear me. I just know it.
Yeah, Hoss. It's me, Little Joe.
You gotta get better, brother. And we're all gonna stay right here with you until you do. Adam. Do you remember the time Hoss taught little Joe how to fish?
Oh, yeah. And I caught my own behind.
And how about the time we jumped in the pond so the bees couldn't get us?
And the time that you and I helped little Joe make his first jack-o'-lantern.
And you said those seeds inside were worms?
I remember that. Remember that? And that time you made Big Dan say uncle.
Mr. Cartwright, come quick.
Boss. Huh?
I did hear you. I heard all of you. I heard the love.
Table should go so close to the door, Shelby.
Oh, a drink's the first thing a body wants when you come to a party.
I thought it would be best along the side with the food, leaving more room for dancing.
Ladies.
Ladies?
Ah, go on, put it alongside the food.
Adam, Mr. Orwitz said he ordered something called a pinata?
Piñata.
What is it?
It's a very special part of the fiesta. It's where they hang this thing up, and everybody gets to take a chance to hit it with a stick until it breaks open and candy falls out.
Candy? How much?
Lots.
I bet I could break it.
Well, there's just one thing.
What?
You have to do it blindfolded.
How high is it? Adam! How high?
Oh, it's on a rope, so they can lower it up and down, not a reach.
Well, isn't that a bit unfair?
Ladies, just came in on the stage. Thought thought it might be a birthday wish, so I brought it over here personally.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf.
Not at all. Looking good.
I'll get a cold drink.
Never mind, it's all right.
But
I said never mind. Isabella, what's wrong?
Many years ago, when my family lived here, my parents were returning from a trip to Santa Cruz, and they were ambushed by robbers. Papa was wounded, and they both would have certainly been murdered if it were not for Senor Morales, a neighbor.
What did he do?
My mother said that he heard the gunfire and rode to their rescue. He was also wounded, but he drove the robbers away.
Brave man.
Yes. He saved their lives at the risk of his own. He was also a kind man. Our families became very close. As Carlos and I grew up, they had a son of my age. His name was Humberto, but everybody called him Bertito. When we were 12, we fell in love. A childish love. You know, a kiss now and then, a forbidden thing. So it was exciting.
Yes, I know.
The drought forced Senor Morales to sell the rancho and move to Mexico. Bertito and I rode almost every day. When I returned to Mexico, he was away at school, and then the war began. And like Carlos and so many others, he joined the army. Suddenly, Bertito's letters stopped. And weeks later, his family told us that he had been killed in Texas.
I'm so sorry. It must have been terrible to hear.
That's just it, Adam. This letter says that he is not dead.
Your favorite stew will taste better today, little Joe.
It ain't right, Pa. They keep doing things and changing everything.
Because I grow new Chinese herbs in my garden.
First they took the jobs at delivery, leaving us to do everything around here.
Hop Sing is speaking to you, son.
Then they quit and come back. And now they're either gone or they're busy.
Sometimes Mr. Horowitz's store very crowded, and I give big order.
No, I say they're at Mrs. Green's, yapping with those girls.
All right, Joseph, that's enough.
I'm sorry, Pa, but it's not fair. They'd rather be with them than with me. I mean, us. Here with us.
Dinner smells wonderful, Hop Sing.
Better if also taste wonderful.
Joseph, Margaret did ask us to look after the girls while she was away back east, especially for Isabella's birthday fiesta tomorrow.
Adam and Haas were fussing over those girls before Margaret went away. It makes me sick.
Sorry I'm late.
What took you so long?
Mr. Horowitz was at the store alone. On account of Miss Zorwitz and Shelby lending a hand at the town hall for Isabella's party. Gosh, you should have seen those girls' dresses. Woo!
How did you see him?
You want to answer your little brother, Hoss?
I stayed on to help Mr. Orwitz for a while.
That was very kind of you.
It sure looks good, Hopsy.
Thank you. And Adam, where is he?
Last time I saw him, he was with Isabella outside the town hall. Then next thing I knew, they were gone.
See, Pa?
Sorry I'm late.
Sorry's not good enough, son.
I can explain.
First, you're going to listen. Sit down. It's been a very painful year for all of us, but especially for little Joe. He lost his mother, and then Carlos. And he's afraid of losing anyone else, namely you and Hoss to Tess and Isabella.
Pa.
We've been a family, and happily a loving one. And as the youngest, little Joe has had you two all to himself. But now, suddenly, you boys want to spend more time with Tess and Isabella, and he doesn't understand it. And Isabella, and he doesn't understand it. It's hard for him.
Pa, I promise I will do right by little Joe, but this wasn't the usual me wanting to see Isabella. Something's happened. Isabella had a sweetheart, a childhood sweetheart, Bertito.
We've all had childhood sweethearts.
This was different. She said she was in love with him.
That's a feeling with all kinds of meaning.
But their families were very close, and I think they expected them to, well, end up together. Then she found out he was killed in the war.
Poor Isabella. She's lost so many who were dear to her.
But that's just it, Pa. It turns out Bertito's alive.
Hoss's snores are worse than thunder. Hey, do I ever snore like that?
No.
Come on, little Joe, don't be mad. There's just some things going on right now that, well,
that I don't understand.
Well, yeah.
How do you know I wouldn't?
It's complicated. It has to do with Isabella and...
Don't worry. She loves you.
How do you know?
It's that look that girls get. It's different than the way Tess looks at Hoss.
You think?
Yeah.
What do you say we all go fishing tomorrow?
Really?
Really?
Gosh, that would have been about a 10-pounder, maybe bigger.
A mere minnow compared to El Monstro.
What's El Monstro?
Only the biggest fish in this whole pond.
Who told you that?
Isabella. She and Carlos and their pa used to try and catch him. Senor Rivera hooked him a few times, but he's one smart fish.
You mean he'd break loose?
Well, sometimes he'd just have a tug-of-war until the line snapped. So finally, Senor Rivera changed to a line that ocean fishermen use to hook tuna.
And that what's his name, broke that.
I told you he was a smart fish. When he hooked onto that, El Monster just took it deep and dragged the line across some sharp rocks until it cut clear through.
Gosh, no wonder nobody ever caught him.
But then again, little Joe, that fish never went up against a Cartwright.
You gotta go.
Hey, don't worry. You and I'll come back this afternoon.
Adam, you think we're gonna catch El Monstro?
I think we could give it a good try.
You mean that? You promise?
Promise.
Don't you think it's time to let bygones be bygones? It's how good men get on in this world.
Well, maybe good men doesn't mean the same thing to everyone.
Oh, we just had a little misunderstanding. Why don't you come on down to the hotel and see if that gal ain't got a big smile on her face now that you've settled in?
Sorry, but I have to pick something up at Horowitz's.
Well, I'm real sorry that you boys saw fit to quit me. I just want you to know my door's always open.
Thanks.
Showing up. Whoa. It looks like we're going to have quite a party tonight for that pretty gal of yours. Somebody must have lost my invite.
I wouldn't bet on it.
I meant what I said, Adam. Successful men don't look back. We had ourselves an argument. That don't mean we don't have a future.
I wouldn't bet on that either.
One golden opportunity can make you a rich man. That's what happened for me.
Yeah, and a bad choice or an illegal one can make you poor or land you in jail. I heard those happen to you, too. Besides, I'm not looking to get rich, Jack. I'm looking to build a life like my pa by working hard.
Well, hard work's a virtue.
Now, is that sour face because of something special, Jack, or is it just something that happens when you're near a business that don't cheat folks?
I surely hope that Eagle Station appreciates having a woman with your good looks and your charming wit. I certainly do.
What do you want, Jack?
Much as I admire your truly suspicious nature, it's misplaced this time.
Prove it.
Since you and Miss Orwitz are in charge of Senorita Rivera's party, I just want you to know that an invite would be considered a very special favor. One worthy of a very generous thank you.
That's all. Is that what I think it is? Isabella's gift. Let me wishing it was me you're crazy about.
Shelby.
I'm just being honest, Ruth.
Rest easy, Mrs. Orchbooth.
Well, the way you love that gal, I know there's got to be something romantic.
Oh, Shelby. A gift from a young man to the woman he loves can be only two things.
Illuminate me, Ruth.
Well, it must be something dear to her, and it must be from his heart. Trust me, your gift is perfect.
Well, Ruth ought to know. She's the only woman I know who's got a man who loves her to pieces.
There you are.
Good morning, Tess.
Isabella isn't with me, Adam. Pa said you'd gone to town on an errand. I told her we just might run into you, but she decided to stay home anyway. Could be that Caleb wanted to show her how to twirl a rope.
Caleb?
Mm-hmm. Our new hand. The cutest Texas drawl. You ought to hear him say, Isabella. He's about 60 and toothless. Welcome.
在个峡谷里，在个山洞里，踩追个矿，活个矿工 49
Help sing. Is Adam back yet?
No, not yet, little Joe. Day's plans change. Not fishing plan, only work plan. Hoss and your father must repair broken fence in West Pasture. Adam had errand in town, but we'll meet you at pond as he promised.
Thanks. For a minute, I thought...
I know, but everything all right. Come, look. Fresh Chinese herbs from my garden.
What are you going to use them
for? Come, look. Fresh Chinese herbs from my garden.
What are you going to use them for?
Oh, some I use to cook big monster fish you catch. Some use to help catch him. Listen careful. If water clear, you sprinkle Shunyao.
Chanel.
If water murky, use Yiren. If wind make wave, full ring.
So, which one's the best for catching the fish?
Isabella, is everything all right?
I have received another letter from Senora Morales.
Petito's mother.
She explains that he was found in a coma. His papers were missing, and it took this long for the authorities to learn his identity.
I don't understand. Why has she sent you another letter?
When they found him, he was not conscious. But the day after they brought him home, he awoke. He begs to see me.
Well, you're not going to go, are you?
Well, I do not want to. But I feel a duty.
A duty? No. Isabella, that's not fair for your childhood sweetheart to try and tear your life apart just because his has been.
But he's dying. Do I not owe it to him? To his parents who saved the life of my own? To make his last days as painless as possible?
How do you know he's dying?
Because his mother said the doctor has no hope for his legs. They are diseased and will have to be amputated. But the illness has spread to the rest of his body. He will not survive.
What if he does?
Well, I don't know, Adam. I can only think of one thing at a time.
Isabella, please don't go. I love you.
I love you?
Well, then there, it's settled.
What is settled?
You're not going to Mexico.
Adam, the stagecoach goes in both directions.
You're saying you'll come back, but what if Petito lives? And what if seeing you again brings back all those feelings he has for you?
We did vow to marry each other once.
He asked you to marry him. And you said yes.
It was only in a letter. We were only 14.
And it doesn't count, right?
Adam. Adam!
for you?
Whiskey. I'm of age.
It's about Isabella and that Bertito fella, ain't it? Look, I ain't no gossipy hen, but I've been helping Tess and Ruth with Isabella's party, and, well, I can't help it if I got ears.
They were engaged to be married.
Did she say that?
In so many words.
Nah. What you got in Isabella is a good-hearted gal who feels sorry for the poor fella, and she feels it's her family duty to go help him. That's it, plain and simple.
She loved him.
Puppy love.
She promised to marry him in one of her letters, Shelby.
Well, that was a long time ago, before she was a woman.
What? Then why does she feel she has to go see him now?
Guilt? Besides, what's stopping her?
Me.
Oh, yeah? Well, I ain't heard no gossip about you two being engaged.
What do you mean?
Man.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
She can't very well go riding off to help this other fella if she's taken, now can she?
But she is taken.
Oh, well, I don't know how I missed that part of the gossip, but congratulations.
For what? You think I should marry Isabella?
Well, you want to, don't you?
Yes. Someday.
Well, Adam, that someday is here. Now, she can't very well go and help the Morales if she's a married lady, now can she?
People shouldn't get married because something happens that forces them to, Shelby. It should come naturally, in due order and time.
Well, it looks to me like you're out of time. Now, you can go on down the street and cry into Jack Wolf's beer if you like. But get your sorry behind out of here before I throw you out.
Adam! Where you been?
Why?
You're asking why? Well, don't that beat all?
Boss, we'll talk about whatever this is about later.
Oh, no. We're gonna hash this out right now.
I said later.
You still don't know what you've done?
No, and I don't really care. Now get out of my way.
You're selfish! Swill-headed! You're so caught up in your own self, you don't even realize you forgot to...
Adam! Pause! Stop it! Break it up!
What are they fighting about?
I said break it up! Now what's this all about?
Ask him. He just started jabbing me.
You still don't know?
Boss.
It's about you and Little Joe and El Monstro. Now do you know?
Oh, the fishing trip. Little Joe! Little Joe!
Wait a minute, Adam. Think about it carefully. I don't want any more empty apologies or promises you won't keep. Think about it.
Oh, I need to talk to you.
I don't think you've given it enough thought yet, son.
Not about that. Shelby thinks that I ought to marry Isabella to put an end to this whole Bertito mess.
Well, it would do that. The question is, do you want to marry Isabella?
If you'd asked me that 2 days ago, I'd have said yes. I mean, I still do. I love her,
but
it's just so all of a sudden. And there are other things that I want to do, like go to college.
I know of no college that forbids its students to marry if they choose to. It's just an observation, son. I think it's vital to keep your reasoning very clear on such an important issue.
Yeah, but how can I afford college and a wife and possibly children all at the same time?
Sounds difficult.
No, it sounds impossible.
Maybe.
There are other things I wanted to do before I settled down, like see the world. You did.
Yes, I did.
You couldn't have done that with a wife and a family.
No. Now ask me what made me happier. We're different people, son. But you will have to make your choices the same way I made mine. But you will have to make your choices the same way I made mine. Ultimately on your own.
Hey, Joe. I took Pa's advice and I gave what I did a lot of thought. Little Joe, just let me finish. Thanks. Listen, I do have a reason I never made it to the pond. But the more I thought about it, the more I've realized there's no good reason to hurt a brother. Especially one I love as much as I love you.
It's all right, Adam.
No, it's not. I'm truly sorry. I'm going to do my best to never disappoint you again. All right?
I hope my sadness does not make you think that I am ungrateful for everything you have done for my party tonight.
You still got in mind to go down to Mexico and visit that sick boy?
I see no other choice of honor.
I do. Only a certain fella had the backbone.
What do you say, Shelby?
Well, how old were you when you got married, Ruth?
17.
And why did you get married when you did?
So that Eli and I could come to America together. But you know this. So why are you asking?
Well, I'm just trying to point out that some things make you do what you want to do anyway, but just maybe not the way you'd planned, right? You and Eli were in love with each other and you wanted to get married, right?
Of course.
Are you saying that Adam ought to marry Isabella?
There ain't no oughta about it. Only makes sense.
But I owe a debt to Bertito and to his family.
But not your future or your life, darling.
What Shelby says is true, dear.
If Adam asked you to marry him, you would, wouldn't you?
Maybe tonight's the night. Your Isabella is nearly dressed, and she looks beautiful, like Cinderella.
And I'm the prince.
Well, the question is, are you her prince? And is she your princess?
So this is a surprise.
You ain't invited.
Just delivering my gift. What kind of party doesn't have music? Ask her if I'm not right.
Hello, Ben.
Well, don't you look gorgeous, senorita?
You do, Isabella. Happy birthday. Wonderful, Isabella.
Isabella, I'm sorry. Happy birthday. I have never seen you look so beautiful.
Salí de La Habana, válgame Dios. Nadie me ha visto salir si no fui yo. Y una linda guachinanga, válgame Dios, que se vino tras de mí, que sí señor. Si a tu ventana llega una paloma, trátala con cariño, que es mi persona. Cuéntale tus amores, bien de mi vida. Coronada de flores, que es cosa mía. Ay, chinita, que sí. Ay, que dame tu amor. Ay, que vente conmigo, chinita, a donde vivo yo.
Folks, can I have your attention? Before the evening grows too old, Tess Green would like to say something to you all. Tess?
Mama asked me to thank Shelby and Ruth for all the help with the cooking and decorating and just about everything else. Most of all, she wanted me to say this to Isabella. Mama and I have been blessed since you've come to live with us. Since then, you've become a sister to me and a daughter to her.
Isabella, there's something I want to ask you.
Yes, Adam.
Will you write to me every day? Because I'll write to you if you'll let me. I just want to know if you'll answer my letters.
Is that all?
Yes.
There is nothing else you want to ask me?
No. Was there something else you wanted me to say?
Of course there was. Do you think I really want to go to Mexico?
He seemed like he did.
Well, there's something I would much prefer. And you know it. You have even spoken of it. Love and marriage.
Someday, Isabella.
Someday.
Yes, someday.
Adam, why have you come?
Isabella, please tell me you still love me.
Please do not ask me to humiliate myself further.
No, that's just it. I found a solution. Isabella Maria Rivera de Vega, will you marry me when you return from Mexico?
Do you say this because you doubt me? Or to protect yourself?
To be honest, probably both. I just can't make that step right now. And it has nothing to do with you, Isabella, nothing. In fact, if there's anything in the world that could make me, it would be you. I never had a chance to give you your birthday present. Escucha con cautela en el silencio de la noche.
Listen for the beat of my heart, as I will be listening for yours.
To ye ren, 'cause the water's murky. Thanks for coming, Adam. I know you said about Isabella going. You don't really want to be fishing right now.
I'm having a great time, little Joe.
There's just one thing I don't understand. And if I ask Pa something like this, he just goes, "You'll understand when you're older, little Joe." If Isabella's your girl, why let her go?
Well, because she feels the reasons that she has to go can only be changed by me.
Well, why don't you just change him?
I can't do that because of my own reasons, even though I love her.
I think Pa is right. I don't understand things like this.
I think that makes two of us. That's it. Back up, back up. I think you got it. I think you got it. Back up. Oh, yeah. All right, now plant yourself.
He's still strong. I can't hold it. I'm not strong enough.
Yes, you are. Just hold yourself right there. That's it. No, lift it up. You got it.
I can't hold it.
Lean back. Plant yourself.
Oh, he's pulling hard.
That's it. You got it. Hold it.
Help me out.
That's it. Pull. You don't want to lose your balance. Back up. That's it. That's it.
I'm not
got
strong
it.
enough.
Got it. There. She got it. It's a monster. Hold it right there. Hold it.
Adam, you know how chickens are tough when they're old? And they're not nice to eat.
That's right.
Well, do you think it's the same with fish?
Most likely, yes.
Yeah. But if I let him go, maybe nobody will catch him again.
Maybe.